Welcome back, guys, and thank you for joining me in another episode here in Foundry. This will be episode 7 of our little adventure here. Today we're gonna start doing mining here, the real mining. I've already unlocked the deep ore vein mining, I think it's called, with the mining industry and everything. I've unlocked the hover engine, the maintenance drone, the construction industry. We'll be able to make Science 5 at some point. Right now, what we want is this guys here. The radio tower gotta be unlocked. As you can see, it doesn't take yellow sensors. So yeah, it should have been done already, but it wasn't. I've improved the buffer a lot. And I added a few more miners in here. Soon enough, this gas will be depleted. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Added a few more crushes in here. Down for each one of these rows. By the way, got a new member. Mr. Panic decided to renew his membership, and Nicola Joy is the new member. You know it already. Thank you guys so much for being here, for helping me, becoming members of the channel. So we get all of those Mark IIIs. Added another miner in there. We have a bunch of smelters in here. These guys remain the same. As you can well see, 4 of them are not working because now that belt is filled up. I added more in here, 10 more. Of course, now that belt is filled up. Same stuff with the iron rods. All of them became Mark III, including the splitters. Added more assemblers in here, making more machinery parts. We had only 4. Now we got a bunch more. Mainly because it's way too much. Okay, it's way too much. But we barely had enough machinery parts. Now we're gonna have more than enough. Which is just amazing because we're gonna be able to keep producing our robots. And whatever else is needed, because everything is needed at this point in the game. And not only that, but we will expand the production of robots at some point. I'm thinking the easiest way to do that is just to make these guys Mark II assemblers to make more robots, just to sell them everywhere basically. When we're gonna start selling, for the time being, we're not selling as much. We have enough permalite, which reminds me, I think I kind of finished it. Yes. We have enough thermalite as it is. We're paying taxes on the excess of thermalite that we have. It wasn't being here anymore. Good stuff. So I've upgraded a little space station. Apparently we got something new here. Let's just check it out. Upgraded as you can. Efficiency is really important. The price is good as well. Transfer bot. I want to keep those equal, let's call it. So I've made another vault. Right now we can store 1 million of it. Yes, 1 million, you heard it right. A bunch of upgrades. All of the hull is done. Okay, this one we can upgrade it as much as we want, This one makes it faster. All this research in here, all these upgrades are done faster. We can upgrade the power, but at this point it's not needed because I upgraded the reactor. I basically repaired it full. Now we can do it once more. You see, it's taking half of the time it used to take, even less. So we can have another 250 megawatts. We're gonna need them at some point, but at this point we don't need them. We're gonna need them when we're gonna need more hangar and ships to sell to the whole galactic market. But for this time, it's enough what it is. I already put down the laser. I think I wanna upgrade it, but let's see what do we have here. Extension 2 and restore it. We need all of them because I've unlocked the medium ships. As you well know, it was the medium pad in here. Well, you cannot have 2 small ships landing in there. you need the medium ship. We have already one medium ship, that's it. But let me just unlock the scanner because we're gonna need it always without yellow signs. Okay. The medium ship takes 2 places of small ships as it's normal. So we will do that again at some point. For this time, the hangar that we have is good. This one I would like to have it because it allows you to keep a lot more materials in stock in here. So products 1,000. We started with something like 200 or 400. More construction material, more components, more raw materials, and more resources. You see, it's a bunch. So I think that should be next. The vault already upgraded this one. We can upgrade it even more. Antenna. This one will give us more sectors. So since we're not selling yet, we're not gonna do that. The comp center, the same thing. Trade licenses for free is good. Office, you know it. R&D lab, you know it. Let's unlock this one because we're gonna need to do a lot of digging. It won't take much, as you can well see. I don't know if we should get with those or not, but whatever. We have the majiggy. So we just unlocked construction. The construction industry allows us to construct in here huge, I said, building. One of those huge buildings will store the construction material, which is in here, and we're gonna need it in here and the space station as well. Now, in here, we're gonna need that just to make the radio tower, which is big. It's really big. And it was something else. Oh, the delivery drones. And the stuff that we are researching, which is the long-range scanner. That long-range scanner is this boy, but it's OP because with this boy, at this point, I can only scan what I see here in a small area around me, so I'll have to fly in here, scan again. No, that's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to do that long-range scanner, and you can see that one, for example. You'll be able to see it. Something in there, something in there. At this point, we only have one vein in here, which is close to us in the sector, whatever we went, which is stealth side. That's our vein. So it's deep down underground. We need to dig in there, right? It has 11 points. That means you can put it's round like that, and you have 11 entry points where you can put a miner. It's a special kind of miner. If I can find it in here, this one. And this one gives you a bunch, and I mean a bunch of resources. We've unlocked a bunch. Robots. We will have to build the drones. Yeah, we're gonna need one of those components. We need to build first the hover engines, I believe. That's not that difficult. And after that we're done, we're gonna need to build the drones. I don't think we're gonna... Yeah, we got the transport ships. Amazing. Amazing. Because that will allow me to transport products from there in here. Or wherever I want. Amazing, I know. So I also unlocked the solar panels and I put down a few. Since I made it all time day, there is no need to put down berries. Nevertheless, if I switch that one off and we have day night, you need berries. So I did the right thing. Just not to consider cheating, and I put in here berries. So we get a bunch of solar panels, a bunch of berries. Those are Mark 1, let's call them. Let's look at the grid. Boop. So where exactly? In here. We get 20 of those, making 6 megawatts, and 12 large, making 7 point. We get 10 steam turbines. We have 20 small berries. They store 5,000 megajoules. I don't know how much that one is in that, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. We're gonna need to place more solar panels. Makes no sense to place the small ones or the big ones when we're gonna go, I don't know, let's say here on the map, just to mine a vein, one of those big veins. We're gonna need power in there. I ain't gonna like this one or the power poles. No, we're gonna put the solar panels. We're gonna call it good. Since that one is gonna happen, I came in here and made a couple of boxes. We get 20 solar panels, large in storage, and 10 berries. Okay, so we're building those, it's fine. And here we're building what we were building before, basically. This is the science, 6 per minute, just like the others. We don't care too much about it. We don't have enough of this stuff because we're gonna need a bunch more of it. I don't know if those 12 energy fossils is good or bad, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Normally should be enough, but I don't know what the requirements are. As you can well see, exactly what we were saying like a million years ago. 3 episodes, 4. We don't have enough of that, so let's go and fix that one as fast as we can. Following this belt, we need to get down there. So that box, it's already empty. That's why I had enough until now. Only now we see that we missed. We knew that this one is coming, okay? Only those 4 smelters are making glass in there out of that amazing crush B.I.G material. So I remember changing something in here this at some point, but I don't remember exactly how I changed. So some of it, as you can well see, those 4 are getting merged in there and stuck because it's way too much just to make the concrete cement, and then the concrete in those. But we're missing material. Well, we're not missing, those have enough, but it's not well put, you know. Is there something in this box? It's filled up, so in theory we can add more of those. In reality, there is not enough space to add more, so we're gonna have to redesign all these. Since those are the entry points, I'm not gonna modify them, but we need to make this one different, a lot more, because I need to have more of those smelters. Of course, we could add the smelter somewhere in here, for example, and plug it into that build or into that box somehow in a beautiful way. Let's try and do that. We will eliminate that box entirely because it's not needed in there. We already have a little box up top in there. It's fine. Let's call it fine. And let's just plug that exit in for the time being, you know. We're gonna need more of those. So my concrete comes in there and goes up in there. I don't have enough space. Ideally, it would have been to put these guys. I don't have smelters in here, but we will not be able to exit the products on that. I know it's not well. Well, let's do it in there in that case. You will need to go away, mister. Sorry about you. You're beautiful, but it is what it is. This one needs to go away. I'll not blow it up in here because it will destroy the belts and everything else in here. No point in it. I don't have those things. I don't. Okay, good stuff. So we need that to come in here. Okay, we need smelters in here, and the final products will have to go in there. So let's think a little about the final product. I need slope going in there. I need the belt going in there. I need that slope coming up in there. Up, I said. That will be my exit, okay? hours. Good stuff. That means in here is gonna be the production line, and those will have to get up in here somehow, and only after that continue in there. Let's go grab ourselves a few smelters. Don't want to build them in my inventory. We got them somewhere in here. We're gonna grab some more foundations as well. Building blocks if you prefer. In here are the building blocks. Let's say 800 or something like that. Let's go for those smelters. I increased the firing speed, as you can well notice. In here I think it's not small. Yeah, perfect. Let's destroy those. I increased also my inventory. It's a little bigger. It's a little better. Just outstanding. Okay, let's get back in there and try to fix this before we start making drones and other stuff, because some of those things will take whatever we need here. So let's put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and let's put the 6th one as well. I don't think it's needed, but we had 4. It was enough until now. So this will be the exit. Do we have your recipe? It doesn't need a recipe. Perfect. Let's put a mark to build as an entry point in here. Let's grab a slope down in here. We need the slope up in there, okay? Like that. Let's do it like that. Okay, we're gonna split it in here. We're gonna split it. Well, I kinda need 2 of them. So we're gonna split it in there. It should have been marked 2, please. Thank you. We're gonna feed it in here somewhere. Really doesn't matter where. Some of it will go in there. Some of it will go back on that line, and life is gonna be beautiful once again. Doesn't look pretty at all, but it is what it is. I think that I want to make that one mark at least until here, and then have a mark 3 splitter in here. This guy. That belt is not, that thing is not well placed. So it's gotta be a slope up like that. Okay, we got a mark 2 going in there. We got that mark 2 which is not connected in there. Amazing. Okay, it's working now. Good stuff. Let's put the inputs on this, and we're gonna have a little more fast. I'm out of those now. What do you think about it? Let's make 5 really fast, and we're gonna grab more from up top. Okay, so we just put 5 of this. That will give us another 60 glass per minute. I hope it's gonna be fine. I don't know. Long term it won't be fine, but long term, if we need more, I don't think we're gonna use this setup or this buffer. We're gonna make separate buffers, separate stuff for whatever we're gonna need, because how should I tell you this? There are 2 aspects of the game. You're doing the factory just to evolve whatever it is that you want to evolve, to make better machinery, to make science, to research. But at the end of the line, the end of the game, you don't need it. All that you need is to sell robots. So basically, at this point, all that we need is until here, because that's what we're selling, those 2 robots in there, and I think it's another one in there, and some material in there, but that's about it. The rest of the research and the stuff, you don't need it. Of course, you do need the power. You do need to smell the thermalite. You need everything. But that's about it, you know? So when we're gonna finish with this amazing researching, it's gonna be a minute until we're gonna finish with it. But we'll be able to make robots just to sell them because they need it on the market. And they are really close. It ain't that much to go, okay? We don't have much to go in here. But it's gonna be a minute. When this stuff is gonna be over, we're gonna focus on the galactic market to sell stuff. That means we're gonna need triple production in here, at least, or if not 10 times more, because we need to sell everywhere this robot. This ain't gonna cut it, for sure. And for example, if we wanna make more of these transfer bots, at this point, I think we're selling something like 1,600. This is enough. But we're gonna need like 100. If I put 100 of these assemblers in here, Mark II, Mark III, whatever, it doesn't matter, all the setup will cry, okay? Because I will not have enough products. So we're gonna do the right thing. Go, I don't know, there, because in there we have one of those big amazing underground nodes. We're gonna put 4, 5, 10 extractor of this. Gonna bring everything surface. Gonna have 1,000,000 solar panels powering everything. We're gonna smelt all that, crush it, make it happen, and we're gonna have all that platform doing only this materials. This, and this. Okay, just to have 100 assemblers making the robots, transporting them to the space station so that we can sell them. That's the game plan. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to conquer all the market, let's be serious, but I want to have all the needed setup. I don't think that glass made it up here. Oh, it's coming. Slowly. Yeah, it's coming. Let's double check that I made everything in here right. Need be I can expand this one even further. This stuff in here, I don't like it. I don't know why I did it like this. I want it all to come through there. Oh, I didn't have Mark III belts. That's why. Okay, now we got them. So let's make that one a Mark III. All of it. Perfect. Let's delete that. Let's continue with that Mark III in there. Yeah, let's make that one Mark III. This one can be deleted in here. Be careful what you delete, because underground is crappy. Okay, good stuff. Delete that, please. Amazing. Let's make actually that one a mark. Okay. Good. Now all of it, all the crushers basically on this side are gonna work, and it's gonna get inside there, which is just ascending. Those are kind of working on a Mark II belt, so it's fine. Let's make that one a Mark III as well, just to make me feel better. We got a Mark III in there. We can have it entering two-way. Okay, we got 2 entries. There's enough out. Okay, there's enough output. Let's make that one a Mark III as well, because apparently it ain't enough for the last one. Now we're gonna have a bunch of glass, I hope. I don't know how much we're gonna need, of course, but it is what it is. 60 into 12, so it's 5 times. Interesting. How are you? Oh, that one is kinda growing. That means we're doing good. Okay, good. It's enough. Let's get in there and start making those hover engines. We need hover engines, maintenance drones. I don't think we're gonna sell maintenance drones. I think they're used only in here. Maintenance drones, construction industry, and I don't remember what. robots. Let's see. Yeah. We need to see. So, for example, in here, transport bot. Transport drone. What does that one takes? We don't know. Okay, good stuff. We're gonna look at it. Science assistant drone. That one could take drones. Combat farmer. You see, already getting into the complicated stuff, and it's like that for all the systems. Oh, we're not making the vacuum, but we could, but we're not yet. We're not making that one. We could, but we cannot. No. Yes. But we don't see that far, of course. Good. Back to the space station. Delete that, please. Let's take a look at the robots that we already unlocked. What do they take? So that one doesn't take drones. That one doesn't take drones. That's about it. Okay. Let's look at the research stand. I want to see all the tree. So the drones are in here, okay? Those are being used just to make the cargo shuttles. This one, the cleaning bot, doesn't take drones. That one is researched. We could research that one. The robot sim. Takes robot parts, pistons and stuff, so no drones. Amazing. The transport drone assembly doesn't take drones, but it takes hover engines. Makes sense. Cargo shuttles. These are for our own use in here, and guess what? They don't take drones. That one doesn't take drones. Tracking tower. Oh my god, that's a big thing. Underground mine. No, I remember using drones at something. I surely remember that. I remember putting drones into these guys. Miner up. We don't see. Oh yeah, I see. So head, torso, mining drills. We gotta make mining drills. Are you serious now? Okay. What about the farmer? Well, I don't see any of them taking drones. That means we're gonna treat it just like the belts. We're gonna put down 2 assemblers, store them in a box, and that's it. But it was that science drone B.I.G combat. Let's see. It doesn't take that. Okay. And the science drone, mining drone assembly. But these guys, we're not gonna sell up. And Screenbot, we're not making that one yet. For sure it doesn't take. And it was this one. It doesn't take. Okay, good stuff. So we're gonna have to build coverage. Let's see what those are taking. Components, coverage. Rods, advanced machinery parts, and electronic components. So since we're focusing on this part, but that part it's kind of empty, I want to get in here and make a me, because we have in here everything that we need. We don't need to build in there, no point in expanding further when we have all this space in here, which is kind of empty. The advanced machine parts are in here, those things are in there, and I don't remember what else it was, but I'm sure we're gonna figure it in a second. Let's put it in here. Gonna leave our cells 1, 2, 3, so another space. Let's put it in there. Cover. Components, coverage. Rods, advance in the electronic components. Okay, good stuff. So, fly me up to the moon, number 7. Gonna leave, let's see, 2 spaces free. We're gonna need in here 3 outputs. I shouldn't have done it because now I think it was the advanced components, right? Yes, advanced machine parts. That means we're gonna need to split this way here. Oh, well, actually, we could bring it from the box. I shouldn't have done it. Yeah, let's bring it from the box in here. Mark 1, I think, is gonna be more than enough. Let's bring it until here. And then go in there with it. I don't know if this space is gonna be enough. How many of these drones we're gonna need? How many of these drones we're gonna need? Hover engines. Because I have space in here to put 4 of them. I could delete all these. Yeah, because this is the end of it. So do it like this. I think that's gonna be good. Okay, you're gonna be enough. Is there? Okay. Now let's put Mark 1 or Mark 2. Let's make that one a Mark 2. Let's make that one a Mark 2. Need be I can add more. Amazing. Let's put Mark 2s in here. Going down, please. We need that. Oh. That's bad. That's not well positioned. Okay, let's delete it in here. So I'll need another one of these going up. Sorry, going up. Let's call it in there. Grab that, put it in there. Perfect. We got a Mark 2 is gonna come in here. Perfect. Let's make it happen. You're gonna need to turn that way. Now you're gonna need to turn that way. And go in. Perfect. We got those. And we needed the rods. All the rods are in here, but it's a complete and utterly mess. So we're gonna have to lift it up twice. Guess what? Okay, let's lift it up twice. Twice I said. Do I have space in here to lift it up? It needs to be like in. No, is the right answer. In there we don't have place. In there we have some place, but it's way too far. Let's try and put it as close as we can here, and we're gonna figure it out afterwards. Mark 2 splitter, please. Mark 2 splitter, send. In there. Sorry. Mark the splitter going in there. That belt got a canteen in there. Mark 2 ramps in here. 1, 2, please. Please. I think it's gonna be good. You need to turn that. Okay. Come in here. We get the rods. Perfect. Okay, let's copy that one, put it in here. And another one. And another one. We're gonna put 3 of them for now. And we're gonna see if it's gonna be enough or not. Longer. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. For sure, we're gonna use these guys on something else. Need loaders. Loaders, please. The other way. Okay, good stuff. Loaders coming up. Give me 50. 50, 50. Yeah, it's good. Up, up, and away. So, loader, loader, loader. 5, please. Second lane loader. And I didn't put them anyway. The third lane, because rarely using them, I didn't modify my bar. Okay, so we're making the hover assembly listen to that line. That one is being split in there, but it ain't good the way it's split. So let's delete that. It was a Mark 1 splitter, so okay. It's gotta be a Mark 2 splitter in there. We can keep the belt. So 6 going up in there. Perfect. Oh, maybe you can do this. Like it never happened. We're gonna have an issue in there. If we're gonna come until here with the belts, we will surely have an issue here. What the heck am I building? Oh, the Mark 3 belts in the Mark 3 is good. How many do we? 20. Not so much. Okay, good. Come here. We can lift it up, need be. So let's put a Mark 2 belt in front of it. It's gonna come from here. Let's say in there-ish. We're gonna need output. Amazing. Gonna need one of those boxes, which I don't have on me. Amazing. Gonna have it in a second. Okay, let's put it down here. Like this, because it needs to be. Okay. That's gonna be the input, and this is gonna be the output. And of course, we gotta put that one on default, otherwise this ain't gonna work. Input in there, output in there. Mark the belt going down the line. And let's stop with it in there. We're gonna see at some point what we're gonna do it. How many to keep in stock? Well, let's say 2 stacks is gonna be more than enough. We get those. Let's start thinking about the drones. We need some drones. And that thing is gonna be used for some of the robots as well. So those I need to be moved at some point. I'm gonna put them in there or in there. Just delete them and find some other space for them. It is what it is. Okay, good stuff. So in here, it's nothing in here. We need these pretty boys. Well, we're gonna have an issue because thermalized sheets are down the line. Circuit boards and energy cells as okay, good stuff. At least now we know. Good. How many were there? How many were there? We don't need a bunch. We already established this. Okay, but how many were there? Come on, robots. So if you're making, let's see, 4 per minute, something like that, we're gonna need 4 per minute. It's 1 on 1. Okay, good. Come in here and see. We're making 30 per minute. It's gonna be more than. Let's send this belt up in here. It's a Mark 2. Okay, good. Once. Twice. Come with that belt. In here. Right? In here. Yep, something like that. Drop it. Going down. And continue with the belt in here. Amazing. We could make it happen in. Basically, we already have in here what we need. So, advanced parts, circuit boards, and energies. Shits. I think this is the line. Sheets, energy cells, circuit boards. We don't have one. Okay, good stuff. We gotta make another assembly line. In there or in here? Let's keep it simple and make it in for the time being. We're gonna have to drag that in here, but it's fine. Okay, good. Let's choose a location, like in here. And let's start sending down stuff. Okay. Sheets, advanced in those things. I think I want to start first with the things I have close. That, and that, and that. Because this one and this one are right in here, and this one is right in here. So we're gonna need 3 of them. This is gonna be the first, so it's gonna be the closest. Apparently it's a Mark 1, so we're gonna have a Mark 1 going in there. And it's gonna have to be split in here. Number 8, please. Give me that belt. 1 line is done, okay? The second is gonna have to be number 6 going down in here. Number 6 going up in here. It's strange building from this level. Very strange, man. But we used to do this a lot. Let's not forget them. Okay, we get the circuit boards. I'm not even sure we needed this. We needed it. So circuit boards, get them. And we get those thermalite sheets. Okay, the third line will have to be with thermalite sheets. Let's not connect them in the end because it's the best thing ever. Going up, please. Like that. Let's grab a Mark 1 belt because I don't know why I made the Mark 1, but Mark 1 seems to be fine. Split that one. We're gonna need the Mark 2 splitter in here because the main belt, it's a Mark 2 splitter. Okay, so that one will continue as a Mark 2 in there. If we need the Mark 2 speed, we can have it in it. But this one only pushes up Mark 1, which is just fine. 4, 5, 6. We get those 3 products inside. Okay. So that and that. Advanced and the covering. Okay. Let's bring the advanced machine parts and the covering. Those? Yeah, good. Advanced machine parts are way here, and these guys. So one of them is gonna have to be on this line, and one of them is gonna have to be on this line. Perfect. Split. 9, because the Mark 2s. And now let's put the Mark 1 belt in here. 1, 2. That went pretty smooth. That means something must be wrong because you know B.I.G. Oh, nothing. Amazing. Something is happening today. Okay, let's go with them that way. 2, 3 of these? How many? It's taking 2 per minute out of each. We don't have a bunch of those energy cells. Or a bunch of boards. The rest ain't... Yeah, the rest ain't an issue. But we don't have a bunch of those. Let's not forget that. So 4, 5. And that one will have to be the exit. Let's put 3 of them. I don't think 3 of them is necessary, but let's just put 3 of them and that's it. 1, 2, give me that. 1, 2, give me that. Okay. Let's make the exit happen first. Because I have that one selected and it's gonna be way easier. Those are entry point. Okay. This will be our exit in here. And in the case that we're gonna need to put them down the line, which I don't think is gonna be, we're just gonna make it like that, you know. Let's make a little box in here for them. Small container, don't need the biggie. Got a few. It's fine. Container, we said. In here. Let's put it in there actually. Number 4. Amazing. So why aren't you building the drones? Oh, you are, but it's taking a sweet time. You're taking a sweet time because it's only 2 per minute. Okay, good. 2 stacks as per usual. We get 1 in there. Perfect. We're making the drones. And we're not researching anything. Not in here, not in the orbital station. That's not amazing. That one is for sale. That one, I think we're gonna need it in here for something, but I don't remember for what. Just to have the drone to mine it. Well, don't need to build that. For sale, for sale. That we need it because the advanced steel making gives you more products with the same materials. You build more products. Sorry, gotta do this. Oh my god, it's so late. Gotta get to sleep. So until now, I think, let's say we were making 2 steel beams out of those materials, whatever they may be. Now we're gonna make 4 in that advancement. Same thing with the crusher. It's gonna work way faster. I'm not sure with the crusher we're gonna have more products, but they're gonna work way better. You see here too? You make it out of 1 blend, you make 2 beams. Until now, we're making 1 on 1. So let's do that because the next thing. Cargo shuttles. Those are for transporting stuff around here. We already talked about we need those. But let's make. I don't need yet the assembler free. I'm not gonna do it. That will be a nice thing. We're not gonna do that. This is robot production. I don't know what those are, but I don't care about them. We need the mining efficiency. I would like the logistic container free, but I'm not gonna touch it yet. I think we're gonna need to barrel all mine at some point, but I'm not sure of it. That pipe, it's for the huge reservoirs that we're gonna have in here. That's it, huge. That's it. Those are robot components. Assembly lines, it's for making robots already. That's the storage tank that's taking those. We saw those. Yeah, it's all late game stuff in there. All late game stuff. Perfect. Not much to go with the research, wouldn't you? So the next one we're gonna need the cargo ships, we said, which I don't know where they are. Not assembly line, sorry. Here, cargo shuttles it's called. Yeah, it's gonna be a minute. Perfect. We get some of them. Now let's look in here. We can already make some of the stuff. We can go deep, whatever. But first, we will need to build that one and that. So we're gonna need 1 tower base. Only the base you're building on it. Okay, and then you're gonna need to have a plan. This one. We need the plan in our lives. We got the base. Let's change the bar. This one, we're gonna put that in. We have the base in here. Oh, it ain't that big, but it's gonna be pretty tall, I believe. Let's put it right away. Let's see. Let's put it at the starting location. I like to have everything in one place in here. Not putting it in here because we might need more shuttles at some point. It's gonna be easy to put them in there. Okay. I think it's gonna need the platform. So let's see. Something like that is gonna be good. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Boop. Done. It's connected. Don't worry about it. Look, we're gonna connect it like this, just so that you can sleep easy, okay? This one, we needed it in here. So let's put it in the back in there. And now I think we need the plan. So, B6 open. Okay, so in here you can add stuff. We need middle part. We need middle part because we want to make it as high as we want. I don't know why, but I want it to cover all of the planet basically. Okay, this is how small we are. That's how big it's gonna be. It's amazing. Okay, Finish construction first. Okay, so go down there. Power connector. Yes, please. Go down there. Power connector. Don't need it. Go down there. Power connector. Yeah, please make all of them. Start construction. Okay. This is it. This is gonna happen when we're gonna have the construction in the drones is gonna be colored. So we're gonna have in here power connection. That means somebody's gonna have to bring the big power in here, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna put in here a couple of solar panels and that's it. Probably good, no? So let's do this. One more in the back, please, or 3 more, whatever. Just make a nice dandy here. I want to cover that one as well because it looks better that way. We can add 1 more in here and it's really good. Perfect. We need to build structure here that's gonna be just outstanding. The one that builds basically. So I don't remember where that one is. Give me a second here. Oh, by the way, all the lava smelters downstairs became Mark II. I made them all. We have enough to fill a Mark III build. Thermalite smelter. I made that. It was a chore, but I made it happen. Guess what? I'm not seeing that construction magic. So I don't know where it is. Metallurgy, probably. It's building. See, a long range here, but I need the drones and the big ship that builds stuff. So, oh, here we go. Stupid. So, construction warehouse. We need that because in there we're gonna have the material. We need at least one of them, and at least one of them. I like 2 of those and 2 at least, but we're gonna need stuff. This is gonna be built locally here with the drones. The drones that we're gonna put them in here. Now, that warehouse, it's kind of huge, and it keeps in the material, the building material. Let's take care of this piece in here. Running out of explosives. You might think that I am clearing out much more than is needed, but you're gonna see it in a second. It's huge. If it's anything like what we had in the first version, you know, this is the second update. We don't know what. Let's start with it from here, like, and go as much as we can in there. Is it built? It is. What do you think of it? This is the work for the material. Boom. What do you think about this? This is gonna keep our material. Well, I'm shy with 2 times, but it was kinda good. Could have pushed it more in there, B.I.G. Yeah, forget it. It's already crowded as it is. Okay, so the ships that are gonna build that are gonna take the material from there and they're gonna fly all over the map, building everything that we wanna build wherever we're gonna build it. Okay? Just put all those foundations. Perfect. Okay, let's make it a little tiny bigger. I don't know. Like in here. Going in there. Amazing. I think that the panel, it's on one side. Yeah, it's in. So, destroy content. No. Empty work. No. Grid stats. How are we with the power? We're starting eating from the berries? No, they're fully charged. We are at half consumption for the time being. All that we're doing in here is taking power. Okay, now this one here, it's filled up because not using lately the material up there, but at the same time I don't know how to do it because I want to have material on the space station as well. This boy just decided to land it. I think we're keeping something like 7,000 and a half in here. It make me a lie. We're keeping more. 7 those. So you can see that in the storage in here, 8.9 thousand. It's set to 10,000. That's what we need to keep on the space station. Of course, as soon as I make an upgrade, that number is gonna drop down. But I think we're doing good. Especially that this material majigi that we placed in here, that it doesn't hold it. I seem to remember. It's something like 10,000. I needed to make something here, but I don't remember what. What did we need today? Cargo. Start. You see another 800. Slowly but surely we're consuming that. Oh, I made. You know how we sent in the last episode the fuel up in space? Well, it wasn't being consumed. It was held in storage. We had 5,000k. While I was still looking at finances in here, and we were paying for fuel. It's been a few minutes. I've been playing more. We were paying for fuel. Well, guess what? Turns out I didn't do the fuel deploying. I had to upgrade the hull, and after that, we had in somewhere in here. I don't know what the heck it is. Fuel depot or something like that. Oh, it's in here. It appeared in here. So I upgraded 3 times, I believe. And now we have the fuel in here. So those canisters, let's call it, are getting in there, and automatically they're being stored into those tanks. And I set in here 100, so it will automatically restore the tanks for our spaceships. But I made it, I upgraded it. I seem to remember only twice. I don't know, maybe I did it 3 times. The 3rd time as well, I forgot. We're gonna need all the capacity and even more. Ducking. Well, yeah, at some point. Where exactly was it? I don't remember. It used to be in spaceship hangar. I think it went away. But it shouldn't have, because this one, it is to the maximum, is still in there. So I don't know where is the fuel stuff, Magic. Oh, in here, in the workshop. I installed 2 of them. We will install the 3rd one because we're gonna need it for the galaxy base. And I think I want to put that one as well, just not to consume that much. But at this point, we're making the cargo big, so let's forget about it. Okay, good stuff. We need to fill up with material this amazing stuff. This medium pad, it's more than enough for what we need. Let's grab that one and send it in there. Okay, Mark 2 belt is gonna be pointed enough for this. BP. Perfect. We're gonna have the material inside. This thing gets filled up, I believe. It only stacks to 25, but it's fine. So now we're gonna have the material in here. I don't know how much we can hold. I think it's 10,000. Make that 25,000. Yeah. Destruction rubble. No. Rubble, it's happening when you decide to destroy a thing. So if I destroy that after what it's already built, We're gonna have the rubble. That rubble, I don't remember, I think you can use it something. Nevertheless, we can have 25,000 materials in. That's good. Okay, this one will remain as it is. The construction ships will come and grab from here construction material and drop it in here. Now we're gonna take care of those construction ships. We need to build those. So, at least one of them. We need energy cells, polymer board, steel beams, and two of them. We need construction ship port. Yeah, and this one transport ship port. Transport ship. This one will carry the material, and this one will build stuff. We need two of those, and the least one. Okay, so energy cells, polymer board. The polymer board I think was in here. Let's grab another stack. One stack should be enough. Basically, material we don't need it. We needed circuit boards or just energy cell. I forgot. Sorry. Welcome to the channel. My name is B.I.G. We needed more. We only have 96. We need 100. Perfect. I have some 14 material on me. I don't know how that one happened. Here you go. Okay, good stuff. Let's grab the energy cells. Here we have them. We do. Perfect. We're gonna grab a stack. And drones at the end. We needed 8 and 8. Let's grab 10. We're gonna stop there. Let's see, where exactly should we put them? Well, let's continue with the trending here. They're kind of big. What? Oh. Let's put them in here. That looks like a good spot. Hold on. I don't know why it doesn't work. Now it works. Amazing. Good. So, steel beams. Why don't you set so? Well, can I do 2 of those? I can make 1, another 8, and 100 steel beam. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's grab. Do we need drones for the other as well? No. So basically, we need only 8, only 6 more. 2, 4, 6. Perfect. Do I have? Oh no, right. Do I have 8? I do. Steel beams. Somewhere there-ish. Pipe. Why is that one? Oh, we're consuming all the time. Wow. It's kind of enough. Yeah, because I just emptied that. Okay. We will need to supplement. Make a little more. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Just grab the steel. So, how much do I have? 4, 4, and another 4. Let's put it. Okay, did we made? Yeah, we made 1 port. Let's put it in here. Like that. And we're gonna need another port. This is only for building. Okay, that's it. Let's make another one. And we're gonna need 400 polymer. Amazing. In here? I think that one is made. Where? In here. Sorry, right click on you. Amazing. Looking good, looking good, looking good. I ain't gonna lie. I hate the fact that we have a power point. But, guess what? Lucky. We got a power pole in here. Guess what? Unlucky. I don't have power poles in the inventory. Lucky. We can make it. Got him. Come on. Why won't you? Run in there. Right? Connect to them. They need high voltage. Apparently. Allegedly. Okay. So, construction site. No construction site assigned. Is docked at home and is fully charged. There's currently no construction site assigned. Construction site get assigned once there is enough construction material present at the construction site. Okay, at the construction site. Even if we have it in here, it doesn't matter. It's gotta be at the construction site. So that's what we need to do this. Apparently I'm gonna need more advanced machinery. Let's go grab them. What exactly is that? Forget about it. Make me perfect. And we're gonna need polymer boards in here. I think we're gonna need more of that. Of those, I said. We have 200. What am I missing? 200 polymer board. Well, we do have. What's going on? Is this not good enough? I don't get it. Let's put that one down with the transport ship. This is big, isn't it? Yeah. We're gonna need to expand a little bit here. Am I going to get on that? I am. Well, if I put them like that, we should be fine. Let's expand this one. Oh. In there first. In here a second. Later. Okay, good stuff. One. They need the power. If I put this one in, what we have? Oh, easy, but they already took off because they will grab that material and send it in there. But it's not normal because power. They need the power as well. But I don't know what the heck is going on in here. No grid connection, but they're still working somehow. Amazing. Let's drag that in here somewhere, if I may please. And then in here, I need another power. Amazing. Now they should work, and they are. They're grabbing the material from here, and they will put it in there. Do we make another one? I don't know. Polymer. So for some reason he doesn't like that polymer. Not enough crafting. Hey, stupid now. Okay, he doesn't like that though. That's that. It's something wrong with it. Let's grab another one. Well, now he wants it. It consumes 250, but in here it says only 200. Okay, it's building something. It's building the advanced machine parts. Let's grab some. And I got a feeling it's building, that's why it took that much, because it was building something else. Let's see. The circuit parts. That's why they are yellow. Okay, good stuff. Let's grab 100. Really fast. Basically, fill that one up. Make it instant. Perfect. You see, they're grabbing the construction material and they're gonna dump it in. Once that one is gonna have some materials, those are gonna fly in and start building. From my experience, you need 2 and 2. We got 2 of those. We're gonna have 2 of these. Modify that, but it is what it is. Let's see. That will work just fine if I bring that pipe the other way around. But it ain't gonna be that bad. Let's do that one really fast. Shift F on here. Like that. Delete that. Okay. A, R, A, whatever. Give me that pipe, please. Gotta put it in the front. It's pretty good. Is it good in there? I think it is. Okay. Okay. Done. Let's put the second transport ship engine. Like that. Okay. Let's connect the power. Will it reach? Yes, it will. Perfect. They have the power. We don't have enough material. That's why things are not going. Those have deployed, so they will start building. They're pooping out the drones and building. Let's see about that. It's 0. No, it's 170. Perfect. Let's take a peek at that. So, the transport ships are dropping the material and the drones come out of those two construction ships and they're building whatever we want to build. It's taking a sweet time. If you want it to go faster, it can go faster, but it's gonna take a minute. I don't remember. Oh, it's taking 5,100. It's saying here 80% done. 2 ship ports. You can have 10 of them, and it's gonna go way faster. But since we're not gonna build these guys, 1,000,000 of them, there is really no point. Really, no. And we're gonna need this one to connect to the space station, wherever it may be, in the clouds, apparently. So that we can use this. We can use this for the station manager. We can use this for viewing the galaxy, or to dig with the orbital laser. But this one needs to be built first. Next thing that we gotta build is that comm station, comm tower, comm magic. We get the advanced smelter and the crusher. That means we're doing no research. Let's make it happen. We need the cargo shuttles. Good. No research on the orbital station. I'm not gonna start any research in there, because if I research something in there, that means more of the construction material from here will go up in there, and I want, for the time being, all the material to be used in this amazing power of ours in here. Let's not forget it will need power. We got the power right in here. I don't think it's gonna be that bit to drag. Let's make a few power poles. Right click makes pipe. Got it. And let's drag this net in. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. On the ground. Are you serious now? This. Okay, so since this one we established this is gonna be the pay. With the paneling, I got a training panel, sorry. The connection will happen in here on the other side. I think we put 2 power connections on it. Not sure. You can kind of see the tower inside. The drones are working inside and outside. I really enjoy this animation. It's looking really good. Not to mention it's majestic. This is our first huge building. Because it's huge compared with everything we've done. Look at it. I didn't even knew I can fly this high, should I say? We have 4,000 megajoules of fuel. If we have no fuel, this is gonna happen. Feeling sick already? Yeah. Okay, good stuff. That one looks just amazing. Okay, good. So that one will keep on building. We need the other stuff. We need another tower. The radar technology majigi. Where was it? We got the tier 2 steel beams. Not gonna do them yet in here. We need that. So I need 25 concrete, which reminds me, we're gonna need to upgrade that concrete. Good stuff. Let's grab the concrete. Do we have anything in this music box? Steal from the line, I guess, because that's the way we do it in here. I didn't count it, did you? We have 16. One more, please. We have 26. Amazing. That one destroyed because we don't want to put it back on the line. No, we don't. This radio majiki, I think, is the same thing as that tower that we just built. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. Oh, you're in that bed. I don't know if it requires power or not. Long range scanner. I might need to hear more transport for those bots. That one it's plenty for the material. This is plenty for my building needs in here. Let's find another spot for this. Thermalite. Going down from the station. We got 2 of them. It's more than enough. For the time being, of course. Let's put this one in. Like it. Perfect. That one it's dug into the ground. So let's continue with this. Put this foundation in here. What? I don't have that thing? Is that what you're telling me? Oh my god, I have 47. Okay, let's grab some more. 1,600 coming up. Or how many they were in? Yep, gonna stop with it in there. I think that should do it. Where exactly was it? In here? Yeah. Oop. Oop, doesn't work, B.I.G. Why? So, wait, you will not place it because I don't have in here another free? That's what you're doing? Good now. Yeah, exactly. That was the thing. It missed 2. Oh, we're gonna have to build it. I think no. Okay. Yeah. Shift F. Amazing. So let's build this one as well. With the plan Majigi 6. Boop. We can put in the scan module. Oh, I remember this one. This is beautiful. Distance module, maximum 5. Speed module, maximum 5. HFG. I don't know what that one is, but we can have 1. So the idea is I want this one to be able to go as fast as possible. So we're gonna put everything on. All the modules. I think you can modify it afterwards, but I'm not sure. And I needed to go as fast and as far as you can. It takes a bunch of time. It's gonna take a bunch of power. And if you're gonna look until now, it's 13,000. If I put that one, 14,000. This one. Get one. I think it's high power, but we already placed one. Start constructing, baby. So we need 13,000 in here, plus how many ever thousands were in there? Another 5,000, 18,000 material. This is gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute because of those are only two, and that the material, well, we're building, but slow, you know. You might be tempted at this point to say, oh, I'm gonna put a lot more assemblers in here and make a bunch more material. Yeah, you can do that, but are you gonna use it? I don't know. I don't think you're gonna use it, because those, you build them only once, that's it. So you're gonna have in here a bunch of materials being stored for nothing, basically. And what's the use of it? Because at some point, you know exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's empty. I'm gonna take all the material from here and put it in that box. That's it, because I will not build anything in here with that material. If at some point we have the need to make something, yeah. Otherwise, no. And if you look in here, these huge buildings are kind of done. Okay. I don't remember. Shoot. Give me a second. So I think we need for the fracking tower, but I'm not sure. It could be because that's again a huge building, but I'm not sure. And that's about it, because the tree, it's over. It's what we finished. Those don't count. It could be that we need this for the fracking. We're gonna need a few of them. Yeah, you need it, because those are huge. We're gonna need it. If we're gonna use the frack. I'm not sure we're gonna use it. We need those liquids as well to be transported from one side to another one. Because we might transport oil or fuel from one side to another one. Okay, what the heck were we doing here? Let's look at the distance. Where is my majig? I have two of them because I gravel one. I lifted up the steel. 9,000. We're gonna stop in there. As I already said, I don't wanna, yeah. So let's do that. I don't wanna send up more material. All the material that I'm building here right now needs to go in that, and we still need a bunch more. So gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a long minute. We're making like 300 per minute in theory. So do I want to put another one down? No, because we don't have enough concrete. Even if I put another machinery down, we still don't have enough. Okay, let's be serious. So we barely have enough days. Seeing how the production right now, it's enough for these boys to make the construction here, and we're not missing any concrete at this point. I see no need to upgrade. It's working. The concrete production. Honestly, you know, I don't feel any need to do that. I need to drop those because it's never gonna use them. But they're gonna be used here. If not, we're gonna overbuild them. We can make solar panels. It's fine. Well, now, I think we're gonna leave this episode in here. What do you think of our achievement? What we did today? We're making the harvest. we're making the drones in. They're gonna be stuck in that box forever and ever. But it's fine. Gonna use them at some point. I don't remember when, but at some point, I remember having them entering in a production. Couldn't figure out where, but it is what it is. If things are not changed in this variant of the game, we have 4 and another 4, but transport ships for the material. Of course, we're not making enough for it, but it's fine. They're doing the job. They're transporting the stuff. Right now, we made them one after the other. But think about it. This one holds 10,000. If I go out there and make a fracking tower, which takes 10,000, they're gonna fly like this, transporting all the material from here in there. At this point, they're not working full time because we don't have enough material, but it's fine. And those 2 building drone majigis, yeah, we got those. These boys are gonna consume some power. I don't remember exactly how are we with the grid. We were at half, yeah. So maybe we're gonna reach to the max. I don't know, but we have solar panel in the box in there, so it's gonna be just fine. Yeah, filled up. Everything is moving in good. Gotta love. We're gonna have the cargo shuttles. We're gonna be able to use our laser to dig deep a lot, just to reach those amazing ore veins, which are really deep. And that's about it. Methinks, you know. We'll see into the next one. I'm gonna leave the game running. What not now? I cannot do it now. Later, tomorrow, just to have stuff being made in here. And the connection for that one was designed, so we're gonna have to bring some bolts. Still got 5, amazing. Yeah, I'm loving it. We are getting into the last phases of the game, which is just amazing. Love this. Love the huge buildings. I just love it. Okay? It's just beautiful. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it when it's gonna be all done. It's gonna be beautiful. Not like that powerful, basically. No, it's gonna be beautiful. And I'm serious about it. Just no joke. The big buildings, the big machinery, the big stuff, the big assembly lines. We're gonna have them all. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be in here. It's gonna be just outstanding. You're gonna see it. But of course, that's gonna be only in the next episode because this one is kind of long. Guess what? My power connection is on the other side, so in there. So we're gonna leave this one in here because it's kind of longer. So you'll have to excuse me. And if you like, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you wanna see more. And if by any chance you wanna support my dream of becoming a full-time space engineer, you can do what this guy's in here did. Grab yourself some membership. Just take a look at it. It's beautiful. I ain't kidding you. Take a pic. So yeah, thanks. I'll see you until the next one. Bye now.